Watch and learn how we make glow-in-the-dark wood nameplates at CNCWoodarts. First, we start with Fusion 360 design software to create a three-dimensional model of the wood plate. A plate is made by creating and extruding a 2D sketch into a 3D form. The plate we are making is 9 inches long by 3.5 inches tall. The thickness of the plate can range from 3/8 of an inch to half an inch. Next, we add text to the plate by creating another sketch. This nameplate uses brush script MT font. Michael is going to have his own personal nameplate. We add a half-inch boundary on all sides to ensure the name is centered in the plate. The text is then cut into the plate using a similar extrude function. The next step is to make sure there are no sharp corners on the plate. When the plate gets machined, any sharp corners may break or chip, so we make all the corners rounded even if it's 1/32 of an inch. Next, it's time to create a computer program which tells the CNC machine exactly how to cut the material. We create a stock piece, which is a model reference of the uncut wood plate. Next, we create tool paths which direct cutting tool along the contours of the text. The shapes are selected in the software, and the software calculates the necessary tool path for the specific cutting tool diameter and shape. We specify a cut depth of 1/4 inch. The cutting process starts with a larger end mill and then finishes with a smaller one for tight corners and shapes. Another operation is created to guide the smaller end mill. Next, we create a tool path to cut the outer perimeter of the plate. This is the last cutting process. We then tell the software to convert the tool paths to G-code. G-code is a command file that tells the CNC machine exactly where and how to move. The file is created, and then we can upload it to the CNC machine. Next, we set up the CNC machine. The controller is powered on using a main switch and an on button. The controller is a computer specifically designed to precisely control the movement of the CNC machine. It has all the necessary buttons and software to move the machine manually and automatically. It also keeps track of cutting tools and G-code programs. The stock wood piece is prepared by applying double-sided tape to the backside of the wood. This particular piece is a finished koa wood which comes from a tree native to Hawaii. After the double-sided tape is applied tied to the wood, it's pressed onto a smooth wood plate. It's aligned with the y-axis of the machine. Next, we use a USB drive to put the G-code program on the machine. After checking the program in the machine and setting the reference coordinates, we press cycle start to run the program. The machine first changes tools, selecting the first 1/8 inch end mill. The spindle powers up and spins the end mill up to 18,000 revolutions per minute. Then the cutting process starts. After another tool change to a 1/16-inch end mill, the spindle revs to over 20,000 RPM and finishes the text. The cutting process is completed after the final perimeter cut. Then we blow off the wood chip and dust. The plate is removed and then ready for sealing. The wood can absorb resin during the glow in the dark filling process, so we seal it using a satin clear coat spray. Next, the resin is made by combining a 2-part UV cure epoxy. We add a green glow in the dark powder and a gold pearl powder. This gives a shimmering gold sparkle during the day and a nice green glow at night. An injector is filled with the resin and used to fill the text very carefully. It's filled just over the surface of the text, so it can be sanded flush later. The plate is then left to cure in the sun for 48 hours. Then it's ready to sand.
No, it's not good.
After the excess resin is sanded down, it clear coated with a gloss clear. Once dry, it can be charged in the sun and then it's ready for display. This is the final result. We can make different types of glow plates: green, blue, red, and purple glow with almost any color pearl or non-pearl effect. Visit CNCWoodarts.com to see our nameplates and many other wood arts and crafts.